Hey, just wanted to make this quick video to show you how to get basically the rankings or results of, say, a tournament based on the index. So let's go ahead. Let's actually jump to the database. I'll just kind of show you, just have a squad tournament table and this result table where I reference what the tournament was. The squad, you can see I have 3 teams. They have their total points, and then we want to find their rankings. Right now, I have this as an enum. This isn't necessarily required, but just thought I would show that, especially if you have a fixed amount of teams. Might be good to have a fixed ranking. So we have these points, and we want to be able to actually calculate their ranking here in the result table based on each tournament. So if we jump to the API and this endpoint I created here, let's go ahead and step through. So first of all, we're going to query all the records from our result table, but we're going to filter it. So we're only getting the results per specific tournament. That's why we're taking in this input tournament ID. Then we're adding this custom query here. Just say result.tournament ID is equal to that input. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward there. Additionally, we are doing a sort. Okay, so we go into return, we add a sort. We're sorting by their total points in descending order. So what that does is that gives us an array of these results in the order that they actually placed in their actual ranking. So if I go ahead and just return this for, we'll say, tournament 1 here, we can see that it looks like we have squad 2, squad 3, and squad 1. So we have this order. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to loop through those results. I'm going to do a for each loop. Within the for each loop, we'll use this array function called find first element index. The array we're looping through is going to be that from our query all records result. And then we're going to find where the variable this, which places our array, is equal to the variable item. So we're basically just finding the index for each item. Okay. So I'll go ahead and just save that. And then what we'll do is we'll update the records. So we'll go ahead and find each record by their looped ID. So we're going to do each one. And then we'll just go ahead and add the value from the array here. So this is going to get the index for each one. And we'll just do an add value of 1 because indexes start at 0. So we want rankings to start at 1 and go from there. So I'll go ahead, I'll just delete this real quick. And we'll go ahead, we don't need to return anything, we're just updating some records. So we see that was successful. So if I go back to our result table, now we have each team with their rankings for that tournament. You can see 65 points was the most in championship, 50 was second, 40 was third. Additionally, one last piece of information. You can always just use dot notation to get indexes. So for example, if I just went ahead and said result.0, this would return just the first index here. So depending on what other needs you have for grabbing an index, you can just use a dot notation. Remember, index start at 0. So 1 would grab me just the second index of this result array. And there you go. So hopefully that was helpful.